In our digital world, especially when we talk about money, there's this huge tension brewing. It's like a constant tug of war that affects everything from our own personal data to, well, the stability of the entire financial system. And really, it all boils down to one big question. Do we get privacy or do we get transparency? For the longest time, it felt like you had to pick a side. You could have one, sure, but it always seemed to come at the expense of the other. So let's break that down for a second. On one side, you've got us, the users. We need and we demand privacy. We have to protect our sensitive financial info. But on the other side, you've got regulators. They need transparency to make sure everyone's following the rules and to keep the whole system trustworthy and secure. And here's the thing. Neither side is wrong. They both have a totally valid point. So if nobody's wrong, then the answer can't possibly be about choosing a side, right? What if instead of this wall that separates these two critical needs, we could actually build a bridge between them, a way to connect privacy and transparency so they can not only coexist, but actually make each other stronger? Well, it turns out that bridge is made possible by this incredible cryptographic breakthrough called zero-knowledge proofs, or ZKPs for short. The basic idea is just mind-blowing. It's a way for someone to prove that a statement is true without revealing any of the sensitive information behind that statement. It's kind of like proving you have the key to a locked door, but without ever having to actually show anyone the key. And that right there, that powerful, almost magical idea is exactly why Harpo was created. We wanted to take this incredible cryptographic principle and turn it into the bridge we've been talking about, a real-world tool built to solve this exact problem. So, okay, what does this actually look like in practice? Well, with Harpo, you get 3 huge wins. First, your data as a user stays completely private, period. At the exact same time, regulators can verify compliance with absolute mathematical certainty without ever needing to see your personal details. And what's the result? You get system-wide trust, where every single transaction is both secure and totally audible. And look, this isn't just some nice-to-have feature. Getting this balance right is absolutely essential for the future of our entire digital infrastructure. It's really the only way we're going to build systems that people will genuinely trust and want to use at a massive scale. And believe me, this isn't just some theory. It's already being applied in some really high-stakes areas. Think about central bank digital currencies, where a bank could check for things like anti-money laundering rules without ever peeking at individual transaction details. Or imagine real estate deals, where you could prove you have the funds for a house without having to show someone your entire financial history. These are places where you need both privacy and verification. It's non-negotiable. This all gets to the real philosophy behind Harpo, and it totally reframes how we should think about privacy. See, privacy isn't about hiding things. It's about creating intelligent trust. It's about having the power to prove what's necessary while always keeping control over what's personal to you. This is a massive shift in thinking. The old mindset, it just pitted secrecy against exposure. It was a zero-sum game. But in this new paradigm that Harpo makes possible, privacy is all about control. And transparency isn't about exposure, it's about providing assurance. Suddenly, they're not opposites anymore. They're two sides of the very same coin. Ultimately, what this is all about is building digital systems that truly respect both the individual and the institution. It's about creating a future where we don't have to choose between our personal rights and the integrity of the system we all rely on. And make no mistake about it, this isn't some niche little idea. The next generation of all financial infrastructure, all of it, is going to be built on this exact balance. This model of intelligent trust, that's the foundation for everything that's coming next. So that leaves us with one last really big question. Harpo is laying this foundation in the world of finance, but what else could we build on this principle of intelligent trust? I mean, just think for a moment about all the other areas where this battle between privacy and transparency is holding us back. The possibilities, they're pretty incredible to think about.